Hey everyone, I'm Hawk, and today I want to talk about choice overload. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't tell you how many hours I've spent staring at my Steam library, looking over games, or running through pages on Netflix or Amazon Prime, looking for anything to play or watch. Anytime I see something I think catches me, I may start it only to find that it either isn't really what I wanted, or maybe there's something I want more, so I need to keep looking. Making a choice between one or two things is pretty easy for most people, but according to people who know better, when we're presented with a shitload of things to choose from, we kind of lock up. It can be pretty overwhelming, and historically, I don't think people really felt this as often as we do today. It happened, I'm sure, like at a stand in the market with 50 vegetables or some shit, but today we literally have anything and everything we could ever want at our fingertips. Now, humans need choice. I'm never going to say that we should be set up in a way to never have to make a choice. That's terrifying to think of, but apparently we need a limited amount of choice. It'd be a shitty world if we had no choice, but it still feels shitty when you're vegging out on the couch or a chair looking at titles for 4 hours straight. I don't know about you, but that's not my idea of fun. If I go into something knowing exactly what I'm looking for, I can't be distracted by the amount of choice. I'm happy with that, I'm proud of that, but it's rare for me these days to know exactly what I want to play or watch. Apparently, the amount of choices we have of things to do can kind of lead us to feel aimless in general, apparently. I mean, I feel that, but I know I never really had this problem when I was younger, but I'm sure it's more than just this that made me change. So, that leaves us with the question, what the hell do we do about it? Society won't change, and companies won't start giving a shit about us, so it's on us to figure out our own methods to break free from this choice paralysis. Maybe you have your own method to get out of it, but what I find helpful is to make a short list of things, like 3 or 4 things you think you want to watch or play or do, whatever. Pick those out, and get out of the menu, jump off the Steam library page, whatever you were looking at, get out of it. And just look at that list that you made. Think it over and pick one, but don't allow yourself to overthink that choice and just jump into it. Usually that seems to work for me personally. Maybe it's because I'm forcing myself to have limited options, and I get out of that overwhelming funk from staring at an unending list of shit I could do, but it's hard. It's usually pretty hard to make myself do that. It doesn't work as often as I'd like, and then my problem is actually sticking to the thing that I picked. It's easier for a show or a movie than it is a game, and I think that has something to do with the time investment, but what do I know? I don't know shit. That's another thing, though. The time. I work for a living. I'm sure most of you do too. My job is pretty damn lax, and I'm lucky as hell to have more time than some people, and I'm very grateful for that, but why do games have to be like 800 hours long today? Nothing should be that long. Nothing. I mean, outside of life. Just like choice, when it comes to time, more is not always better. As I get older, I find shorter games to just be generally way more fun, personally. Especially when it's a self-contained story or whatever, something that ends definitively and is wrapped up nicely by the end of it. Now, by short, I don't mean like 4 hours, though those games are still pretty fun. I appreciate that. When a game, says its thing, does its thing, and doesn't overstay its welcome, I always appreciate that. But I mean more so like 50 hours at most. At most. I don't have the time or energy to put more than that into most shit now. I just don't. But even if I was a kid today, these games are just too damn long. It's not like they offer so much shit that it pushes the length. No, it's artificial. Cynical bloat made to either get you to buy shit or some kind of nefarious money-making purpose. It sucks, dude. I don't know. It sucks. Shit needs to be shorter. I guess in the end, what I'm trying to say is too much of a good thing is generally pretty bad. And when you feel overwhelmed with choices, try to force a limit on your options and you may be able to pick something easier. I get that's probably pretty hard for some people, and maybe other people don't have this problem at all, and I wish I was you. But if you have your own method of getting out of it, let me know down below. I'm down to try new shit, but what's the right amount? Is there some perfect sweet spot? Who knows? I feel like it's probably different for everybody, but some studies have said around 8 to 10 is the perfect amount of choice. Some people say 4 or 5. I don't know. What do you think? Let us know down below. Thanks for listening, and stay safe.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.